Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is May the 19th, 2022. It's a beautiful day outside. I want to start with some of the things that are out here. I had a couple flowers that are popping up. You see those? These are our forget-me-nots. I said before what I had out front was a forget-me-not. I was mistaken. I had someone from England say, well, it don't look like our forget-me-nots, and these still don't kind of look like yours. They are blue versus the white, but I am pretty sure those that we're looking at. I'm going to show you out front what I mistakenly called forget-me-nots. I might even be able to show you back here, but they're actually violets. My mother-in-law said, no, they're not forget-me-nots, they're violets. But before I get to that, I want to look. I've got new growth coming up here. I've got new growth coming up here. I'm very excited about that. The plum tree, we're starting to get some buds on. We have some leaves. Okay. See the ground here? These are all our violets that are everywhere. Everywhere. And lots of dandelions. And you might say, you should get to trimming them. Well, here we're not supposed to mow the lawn. Now, people do, but you're not supposed to mow the lawn in May for the bees. So my lawn is going to look ridiculously. It's going to have weeds. It's going to have all these flowers. But yeah, if it can help the bees and keeps me being lazy for a little while longer without having, I'm going to do that. All right, last time we looked at the Japanese maple. Look, it's got leaves on it now, so everything is popping up. Crab apple tree. Or the cherry tree rather, sorry. The apple tree. No blossoms on it yet, but we have some leaves. It's gonna be soon though, they're coming. Blueberries, already got to start. They're coming. I showed you the raspberries. They're all over. The rhubarb. Some of the rhubarb's probably already ready to be picked. You can see it there. Getting some healthy stalks. Strawberry plants, wild strawberries are spreading all through my lawn. So I've got all sorts of little strawberries that are happening there. The grapes are coming. So everything is blossoming. The one thing I'm excited to show you about is the tulips in the front. They were new to me. I didn't even know what they were going to look like. I had planted them last year. I supported Rotary and their initiative to end polio, and they were selling tulip bulbs. So I bought a box of those and planted them in the front. So I had no idea what they were going to look like. So I am going to show you those. I'll show you the ones that are here that I did know about. They are still healthy and well, and we all get some bees in them from time to time. So they're helping out. They're growing. I have some things that need to be picked too, like this here. We have a little maple tree that's growing. It shouldn't be there. Go down here for a second. You can see the one tulip in there, in amongst everything, in amongst the kiwis and grapes that are growing here. Here we have a bunch of bleeding hearts. Love the colors that are showing up here. I need to trim back some of these vines because they're growing like crazy and they need to be cut back. I should have cut them back last year, but I didn't. So, oh well, I'll do it now. But what I really want to show you is in the front yard. The tulips that I planted there, they're up. A lot of them are already blossomed and they look incredible. Look at these. Look at those colors. I hope you're getting a good image of what they look like. The mixed between red and yellow. I love them, love them. And then all my hostices are coming up. You can see the tulips in the background. And I might have to get some more for next year if they look like that. Give you a quick rundown of what this front is looking like. We're getting some flowers that I planted last year are coming up. There's more of those violets that are everywhere. I think I planted some and not realizing that they have taken over my yard. Even planted a plant in here. So we got a flower in there. So it's all coming together. It's looking good. I'm excited about it. All right, so today I want to show you a few postcards that I got. Some were given to me and some I went to Canada Post and bought. I also bought a couple new sets of stamps. The one set I was looking for doesn't actually come out till tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to wait on that video to show you that when I get those stamps. But let's go in for a minute. All right, we're back inside. I've got the things in front of me that I want to show you. I usually say thank you for liking and subscribing and doing all that. You know all that. But one of the reasons I do say that, one is, yeah, I want to get more subscribers and I like to up the comments. But as a result of those comments, I get to hopefully improve my channel and make it better for you. And one of those comments came yesterday from a gentleman named Mark, who asked about closed captioning on my videos. I hadn't realized that there was something I needed to do for that. Normally when you want closed captioning, if you're on your TV, your smartphone, or internet, if you're on your computer, you just go to the icon that has CC, you click on that, and the words will come up along the bottom. Now, doing that, I've gone into a couple of my videos now since doing some research, thanks to Mark. I appreciate that. We want to make sure that this is accessible to anyone who wants to watch it and with whatever format they want to watch it in. So when I went into research how to do it, I did it with a couple of videos. I found out one mistake that it does. When it automatically puts in the closed captioning, I'm no longer that dad guy. I'm that dead guy. That's what the computer thinks I am saying with my thick Canadian accent, I guess. So I become that dead guy instead of that dad guy. So I've gone in and manually changed in the last couple of videos to make sure that that's correct. I will over time try to go through some of the other videos and correct those mistakes. But for now that I know about it, I at least can put the option in. So if you'd rather read what I'm saying versus listen to what I'm saying, if you can't do that, it's going to be an option. So thanks, Mark. Thanks for helping this channel out and giving us the option of being open to more people. And hopefully from this video, if you have other content, people that are watching, they might do the same. So not only will mine have closed captioning, maybe some of your other favorite people to watch will start doing it as well if they're not already. All right, let me show you what I received. So Wendy here in town gave me some postcards. She gave me this one here of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. One out on their sailboat, a little vintage card. When she was in Sackville, New Brunswick. If you remember, I went to Sackville on my way home from Nova Scotia. I told you about the university. This is the University Chapel at Mount Allison University. This is the Sackville Waterfowl Park, or at least an image of it. You can see the boardwalk in the background and the bulrushes and the water around. No wildlife in this one, but nice card. At least I think it was a nice card. We have this one, a sunset over Silver Lake. Silver Lake is in Sackville as well. It's also one of the areas I used to deliver the mail. I wasn't there so lucky to be at sunset, or lucky enough not to still be there at sunset, but very nice. And here's another marsh scene. So farmer's field kind of in the back with the book, with the barn and the equipment. Love all these cards. Here's one of famous Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia. So you can see the lighthouse out here and then the surrounding community. Very picturesque little town. This one here in Nova Scotia in the hills, you can see the fog in the background. I'd recently sent out a card that showed a few boats in it that had fog. I thought it would look really nice. Gives another perspective of what you might see out there. And another one of Nova Scotia. And another Nova Scotia, the water and the boats, the waterfront. And then these gentlemen, I've shown you this card before. It's something I've picked up along the way too, but it is a card that people like, and the gentlemen with their fish and all that. And finally, there's kind of a vintage successful New Year type card. Been around for a while. So thank you, Wendy, for picking those up, for having people donate them to you and support the channel that way. I appreciate it so much. Now, when I was at the post office, I went to get a couple stamps, but I did find some postcards. So I picked up this one here, the Totem Poles out in Vancouver. So you can see the difference of indigenous art as you go coast to coast. And this is what you'll find on the West Coast. And then we have this nice postcard that has the reflection and the canoeist going by. And to go from summer to winter, we have this glacier, or I guess mountains of ice that are around. So those are the new things we added in for postcards that will go out as soon as I find the right person for each of those cards. Now let me show you a couple of stamps. So in the last couple months, we've had a few releases. So 2 of those stamps I was able to get. The other one that I want to get, it comes out tomorrow. So I will get that soon and show you that. But the Eid Festival, we have these stamps that came out. And I was first introduced to these from Basil in India. He knew about them, sent me a picture. I hadn't heard that they were coming out yet and hadn't been watching for the newest releases, but they're very small, but very colorful. And this is the lighting of the decorated lanterns during Ramadan. So at the end of the Ramadan, they have this festival. It was originated, or is believed to originated in Islamic Egypt more than 1,000 years ago. Lanterns also carry special meaning during the Islamic festival, which this year begins in early May and July, respectively. Traditionally made from copper or tin and colored glass, and embellished with pierced designs and inscriptions, lanterns cast intricate patterns of light as they burn in homes, mosques, and businesses during celebration. So there we go. We have those. And then we have these ones here. Sloan Bay, she has the moniker of Canada's first Lady of Blues from her popularity on the jazz club circuit in Toronto. So she was born in 1933 and passed away in 2020. So she was given her own stamp. And there's the booklet for those. So that's wonderful. We got a couple new stamps there. We've got those. We've talked about closed captioning, which I'm very happy that we can do that in the videos now. I do have another theme that is coming up that came from a comment that someone else told me about, and I've done some research on it. So when I get the newest stamp, I'm going to talk about that, that issue or that topic when I get to it. So hopefully you will tune back in and see what I've put out. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you everything that's come in the mail this week. Saturday, I'm going to answer the questions for that dad guy. So if you still have some, put them in that last video so I have them to answer on Saturday morning. And then on Sunday, I will have a few cards to write and send out. So that is my traditional weekend. And then next week, we will see. I usually pepper in a few videos. This week, I got 2 stamp videos came out, one for the Ukraine, one for the United States, and a couple world stamps that were in there as well. This one here, that was kind of a surprise one because I didn't know I was going to be getting some postcards, so I did want to show you those. And yeah, I'm excited about the next topic that's kind of different. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to let you tune in and watch. So for now, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?